Apple has started assembling the iPhone 12 in India as part of its push to ramp up manufacturing operations in the country. In a statement, Apple said that it is proud to begin production of the device in India. News agency Reuters reports that Apple's manufacturing partner Foxconn will begin production at its plant located in Tamil Nadu. Union IT Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad said on Twitter that this move will create jobs in large numbers. An ongoing trade war between the US and China has seen Apple begin to move away production of its devices from the country. A Reuters report indicates that the tech giant is also planning to begin iPad manufacturing in India. A report by online publication Nikkei states that Apple is reducing production numbers for the iPhone 12 mini going into 2021. The iPhone 12 line has outsold the iPhone 11 overall, but the mini has underperformed in sales, leading Apple to ask suppliers to stop building iPhone 12 mini components and reduce overall iPhone manufacturing by 20%. A JP Morgan analyst said last month that Apple may discontinue production of the small screen phone by the second quarter of 2021. Meanwhile, market research firm Counterpoint has said that the iPhone 12 mini accounts for only 5% of all iPhone 12 series sales in the US. Samsung has launched the Galaxy M12 smartphone in India. It sports a 6.5-inch HD+ TFT display with a 90Hz refresh rate, which is powered by the Exynos 850 chipset. Samsung has included a quad rear camera setup with a 48-megapixel primary camera and an 8-megapixel front camera. The phone packs a massive 6000 mAh battery with 15-watt fast charging support and features a side-mounted fingerprint sensor. It runs One UI 3.1 based on Android 11. Pricing starts at Rs 10,999 for the 4GB RAM and 64GB storage variant, while the 6GB RAM and 128GB storage variant will cost you Rs 13,499. The Galaxy M12 will go on sale starting March 18th at Flipkart, Samsung Shop and select retail stores. Samsung has begun the rollout of their Android 11-based One UI 3.1 update for the Galaxy M31s in India. Although the mid-range smartphone will be upgraded to Android 11, it won't receive all One UI 3.0 features from Samsung's flagships. Samsung has also warned users that after the update, apps copied using the dual messenger feature will no longer be able to access files stored on a micro SD card, likely due to complications with Android 11's scoped storage security feature. The Galaxy M31s features a 6.5-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display and an Exynos 9611 chipset. Samsung recently slashed the phone's price, which now retails for Rs 18,499. Motorola have teased the new smartphone on Twitter with a video that confirms the inclusion of the Snapdragon 870 chipset. A 3.5mm headphone jack and a side-mounted fingerprint scanner can also be seen in the teaser. While Motorola do not name the phone, reports state that it may be the global version of the Motorola Edge S, which was launched in China in January. The phone could be called the Motorola G100 in global markets. The Motorola Edge S features a 6.7-inch Full HD Plus 90Hz display and a quad rear camera setup with a 64-megapixel main camera. The phone packs a 5000 mAh battery and is available for around 22,000 rupees in China. Jio is the fastest broadband provider in India, while Vodafone Idea or Vi has the fastest mobile data speeds, according to network speed testing website Ookla's Q4 2020 report. Jio had the fastest broadband mean download speed in the country, followed by ACT, Airtel and Exitel. According to Ookla, Hathway and BSNL have the slowest download speeds in India. For mobile data, Vi leads the race with Airtel not far behind and Jio runs in third place. Ookla also noted that India has the highest broadband speeds among its regional neighbors in the subcontinent, but lags behind at 6th place for mobile data speeds, behind countries like the Maldives, Pakistan, Nepal, Sri Lanka and Bhutan. YouTube has told content creators that it will start deducting taxes from their earnings starting June 2021. The new system applies to all creators who reside outside the US. The company has asked YouTubers to submit their tax information in AdSense, so it can calculate the appropriate amount of taxes to deduct. If this information is not supplied, YouTube will deduct 24% in taxes from all earnings worldwide. Upon submitting the information, the company will decide on a reduction rate between 0 to 30% depending on international treaties, but only for earnings generated from the US. For Indians, this means that they will now lose 15% of revenue generated from US viewers. As long as the tax information is submitted, earnings from non-US countries remain unaffected. According to data from StatCounter, Android 11 has seen a faster adoption rate in the United States than previous versions. Google has long been trying to make rollouts of new Android versions faster and undo Android's poor reputation for quick updates as compared to iOS. Over 20% of phones in the US are using Android 11 10 months after its release. For Android 10, the same figure stood at 8.2% after 10 months. However, the picture looks more grim based on the global figures, with over 41% of all smartphones still on Android 10, which means Google still has their work cut out for them. In India, Android 11 adoption is statistically insignificant, and over 43% of Android phones still run on Android 10.